Hello! Welcome to this week's Weddingpreneurs Live. I am excited for today's topic because it revolves around content, marketing side of things, and that's, if you've been in my world for a while, that is where I put a lot of my focus and energy and where my wedding business had really taken off when I implemented content marketing. So that is why I'm passionate about content marketing. There's definitely other marketing pieces and tactics that need to go into creating an overall successful wedding business, but content marketing is almost its own segment and can definitely propel you further on in your business if you create consistent content marketing. So that is kind of what we're going to talk about today, and the specific topic is if your Instagram bio is optimized. And what that is going to mean is we want to make sure that for the algorithm for Instagram, that our bio is set up for success and is set up so that you can benefit the most from the platform and the social media algorithm. So that is what we were talking about today. If you are new around here, I am Carissa, a wedding business strategist and coach, and I also own my own wedding business as well. So I live and breathe weddings every day, just like you do. And so I am sharing my strategies, my approach, my sales and marketing background has been able to get me to where I am today. And so I'm sharing all my knowledge with you guys, and I do that weekly through 5 to 10 minute quick snippets each week. So, all right, so let's dive in. So when you are looking to optimize your Instagram bio, there's kind of 6 questions I want you to run through. And those 6 questions are, the first one is, do you have your business name listed? So you want to make sure that your business name is listed out. And the reason for that is because we want to make sure that it's easy for when you have a potential follower, a potential client, a lead coming to you, that they know who you are and what you do without them having to research. We don't want to make it difficult for them. We want to just kind of spell it out. Sometimes we want to get really creative, as a lot of us are creative just in the sense of who we are, and that's why we're in the wedding industry. So sometimes we get too creative with them, and we really just want to make sure that we don't get too creative when it comes to optimizing our bio. We want to make sure that the client, the lead, knows exactly what we do. And so sometimes we just need to spell that out. So that's the first thing. Make sure that your business name is listed. And then, do you have included credibility or experience within your bio as well? The other thing that I want you, so that's the next thing. The other thing I want you to do is, do you have your location listed in your profile name? So what that does is when you list your location, so you might say like Chicago, Illinois wedding photographer within your name, or you might have your business name Chicago, Illinois. And the reason for that is that helps the algorithm, because that's going to know where you're located. And then also when followers, leads come to you, they'll say, hey, they are in my market, they could possibly help me, and they'll be more apt to follow you. If you don't have your location listed, a lot of times things will pull up on your feed that aren't relevant to you, and you don't even realize that they might be in your area or your market if it doesn't specifically state that. And so we want to make sure that is stated somewhere in your bio. And if we put it in the profile name, it actually gets picked up on the algorithm side more during searches. And that is what's important too, because sometimes brides will do searches for specific things like wedding photographer, Chicago, Illinois, and then you'll be more apt to pop up. So that's one thing we want to make sure we do. And then, do you have a clear statement of what you do? So whatever services it is that you provide, we want to make sure that's stated clearly on there so they know. So if you do multiple services, make sure you list that out as well, because you might have a bride that's looking for a specific service, but if you don't have it listed, they won't know that you do that. So again, we want to list that. And then, do you have a call to action link? So we want to make sure we have a website link that goes somewhere. So that might be to your lead magnet, it might be to if you have like a link tree or a page that has multiple links on it, so that they could go to a blog, your website, different things like that. So that we want to make sure we have a call to action link somewhere on there. And that's usually at the bottom. So we want to make sure we have that as well so that they can easily get in contact with you and learn more information about you. And then the last thing I like to do is to optimize your bio. It actually comes down to, if you want to get seen, we need to consistently post, right? So it's kind of a, we've optimized our bio, but this is kind of the next piece of it that then gets you seen. Because if you're not then consistently posting, the algorithm is just going to kind of push you to the side and be like, hey, you're not active on Instagram anyways. So that's the last steps to optimizing your bio is that you need to consistently post. And I say 3 to 5 times per week is kind of that sweet spot. If you can do, once a day, that's great, but most of the time that's not feasible for most of us. So I say 3 to 5 times per week works really well. And you can figure out what works best for your schedule and figure that out and build that in. So that is kind of what I wanted to share with you today so that you can run down through, check out how your Instagram bio is currently set up. And if you want to, if you're wondering if your bio is optimized or if you've got questions on it or if you've made some tweaks and you want a second set of eyes on it, feel free to pop it into my Facebook group, and I'll link that below. And then you can pop a screenshot in there of what you've got, and I'll take a look at it and share any feedback with you as well. So hopefully this was helpful today, because I want to make sure that you are getting all of your marketing pieces set up for engagement season that we have coming with all of these couples that are getting engaged, so that you can get found, get seen, be seen as that go-to in your market, and then book more weddings and hit those big business goals that I know that you have. So if you've got questions, or if you are looking to have help with your content strategy and have the content done for you, you can actually comment below, shoot me a DM about my Weddingpreneurs Content Club. It's a monthly membership that helps you with your content strategy and gives you the content for your business as well. So, all right, that is it for today, and I will see you next week.